Hey guys, it's Practical Psychology, and today I am joined by Trident Lion to give you some tips on how to care less about what other people think of you. So I've been reading the comments, and I know this is a common problem for a lot of people, so I really hope this helps.
What's up, Internet? My name is Trident Lion, and I'm here to help you alongside with Practical Psychology, effectively care less about what others think. Recently, I read the book The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck by Mark Manson. The idea is not to give a fuck about nothing, but instead, it's about realizing that life is short, and there is way too many things in this life to give a fuck about. It's important to selectively choose what you want to give a fuck about. Choose to give a fuck about what is true, immediate, and important for you.
Let's say your current goals in life are to get good grades, maintain a relationship, maybe exercising daily. If those are your priorities, treat them as priorities. Is caring about what others think going to help you reach those goals? Nope. Focusing on what others may be thinking of you only distracts you, and it takes you away from your goals and priorities. It's easy to get sucked into gossip and caught up in caring what other people think when you don't have your goals and priorities set in life. So another way to care less about what other people think is to establish what your priorities and goals actually are. So tip 1 is to clearly know your goals and understand that most of the time, what someone cares about isn't really going to affect them.
Once you have established what your priorities and goals are, establish a more valuable perspective with regards to the thoughts others have about you. Is the opinions and thoughts of others going to help you achieve your goals and maintain focus on your priorities? Probably not. So make the choice to care less about what others think. There is no real value for you in stressing out and or concerning yourself with the opinions of others.
Also, take into consideration that the opinions of others is their business, not yours. So be honest with yourself and try to identify what is causing you to care what others think about you. Are you seeking approval? Do you have insecurities that you need to confront? For me, one time I was at the gym lifting alone. I was bench pressing. I think it was 155 pounds if you must know. I was on my last set, my last rep of 12, and I could not get the bar back up. It was stuck. So I let it rest on my chest for a little bit while my arms rested, and I tried to push it up again. Nope. Then I thought about maybe, I could roll it off, but I've done that before with 105 pounds, and it was really painful on my hips. So instead, I looked over at the gym, it was basically empty, and I let out a deep yell, "Hey!" So hopefully the guy standing in the corner hitting on the only girl in the gym would hear me. Well, he did. He came over and helped me get the bar back up. I was actually really embarrassed. I didn't come back to the gym for like a whole month. For me, I was insecure that I would see that guy again and he would make fun of me. It was quite unrealistic, and in fact, we all go to the gym for usually one goal anyways. So I decided I couldn't keep growing using my own weights that I had at my house, and I needed to get back into the gym. And I also decided that it was really silly not to go back to the gym just because of him. And once I identified this thought process, I started lifting again.
If you are feeling insecure about something in your life, realize that no one is perfect. Be okay with your flaws. Accept them as a part of you. We all have strengths and weaknesses, so rather than avoid them, I think we can agree it would be best to understand them. By you doing things as a means to satisfy what others think of you, you would be doing yourself and others an injustice. I think this is because you would not be living up to your true potential.
As Trident Lion said, we are all not perfect. We all have flaws. In the book Trident Lion mentioned, which is also in the description, the author Mark Manson mentions the backwards law. Now, the backwards law is a philosophical concept described by philosopher Alan Watts. It basically says, wanting a positive experience is a negative experience, and accepting a negative experience is a positive experience. So this concept works because there are things in our control and things not in our control. Now, we can't control the thoughts of others, so there is no value or sense in actually caring about it. When you want a positive experience, you are actually reinforcing the idea of the lack of that in your life. So you're having a bad day because something you want didn't happen. So use this backwards law to help you care less about what other people think. When you don't care about what happened and you accept it as okay, that is a positive experience. Others have thoughts about you, so what? Others may think negative things about you. You have to accept it and move on because there's no value in you suffering about what goes on in the thoughts of another person.
Plus, people care more about themselves than they do about others. In life, we experience suffering states and beautiful states. We're all emotional creatures. We can transfer these emotional states to each other. Even our perspectives and thoughts of others will be shifted based on what emotional state we are experiencing in that specific moment. So if someone does think badly of you, realize that they probably feel badly about themselves as well. Don't take on others' suffering states. Instead, inspire those that may be trying to put you down, not through your words, but through your actions. and by making the choice to not succumb to their suffering states.
An unfortunate reality is that there are people in this world that would rather see you fail or live an unfulfilled life of mediocrity than to see you succeed. Sometimes it is even the people that are closest to us, our friends and family. So don't let anyone's opinions or thoughts hold you back from your true potential. It's like what Zig Ziglar had said. If you don't have a plan, you'll become a part of someone else's plan. And what do they have planned for you? Not much.
View those individuals that are not your fans for who they are, not your fans. They are people that are supporting and cheering for your failure. Use this reality as a way to motivate yourself. Go out and prove them wrong. Negative opinions and criticism can be perceived as a challenge that result in positive change. Adversity and challenges help you grow stronger, so embrace it.
Also, learn to just say no. Just like how it's important to say no to activities and people that take away from your goals and priorities, it's also important to say no to yourself. So don't allow others' opinions of you to affect your day, mood, and thoughts negatively. No, I'm not going to allow how Katie looks down on shorter hair affect my decision to get a haircut. No, I'm not going to allow that bad experience change my mood just because someone was grumpy to me. I have control over my emotions. I own them.
So the bigger question for you is, what are you going to do now? Are you going to continue this unvaluable habit of caring about what others think? Or are you going to make a change? Like I said earlier, there is just way too many things in this life to give a fuck about. So instead of giving a fuck about so much, choose to only give a fuck about what is true, immediate, and important. Think about this Tony Robbins quote regarding change. Change is inevitable. Progress is optional.
I really enjoyed this collaboration with Trident Lion, and I learned a lot. He's a really cool guy, and his channel is quickly improving. Check him out if you want to learn more about what he's teaching and the cool animations on his channel. Hope you guys enjoyed.